Yeah. What did we do? We took out the steering wheel and part of the center, you know, the stereo and the oh my god, the cluster and everything else, and recorded it on the GoPro and tried to do time lapse. And what did GoPro do? Made a time lapse of all photos. I did this before. I don't even know what I did wrong, but you're missing the video of the start of this dash removal, so it is what it is. Let's continue on. Okay, so this is a 2008 Nissan Versa. Steering wheel, ignition, even got the key. Not that I need that, I guess, for steering wheel lock. And mid shaft and the power steering. So yeah, what we got to do is start taking this apart. We're after the power steering, the motor, this guy. This is just the there's a plate here which moves everything. We don't need that anymore. Yeah, see, this all moves. So this guy comes off. We just need this guy. The controller box. Don't need the ignition. Be interesting. And don't need the signal light actuator or anything. And we don't need the steering wheel. I've already taken the bolt off for the steering wheel, so we can technically remove this. This thing just has so much play in it. It's the gear shift lever, by the way. So there's a bushing down here that's obviously wore out. And then there's a bushing up here that's got play in it too. The whole thing is just horrible. But I suppose it's not the side to side that you care about, but I do wish it was better. I'm going to see if I can buy some inserts for this. Even, oh god, that's horrible. What? Now, I've never looked at this, right? This is a 30-something year old, 32-year-old shifter. That one's horrible too. The up and down. I'll have to take a look at this. Actually, you know what? Let's just let's take this out of here right now. It's in the way of the dash anyway. As I mentioned before. The play in mine, kind of hard to show. See if we can, there's a good example. Let's see if we can get you a better view. So I'm going to push this forward, keep it tight. Try and keep the whole unit tight. You can really see it, the difference between these 2 points. So there's that one, and then there's also the other one, which is well, up and down. So it would be, yeah, holding this guy tight and this. That's the same bushing, ironically. Now, I do have a prelude shifter right here. So it's been in storage forever. I wonder, whatever this is for, what the hell is this thingamajig? What is this? Where'd it come from? That can't be part of that. It must have just got stuck on there. So maybe this isn't a prelude shifter. I wasn't even aware of this thing. That's a pretty bad weld job. Not done by me. And down here, so they added, oh, is this even close to the same? So they moved this higher. And I remember in the prelude shifter, when you move this higher, I should say they moved it higher. I should say it is higher. Right. Anyway, because it's higher, the shifter cable in 5th, 3rd, 1st rubs on the console that's here. Some people have to cut it away, but for some it still rubs even though you cut it away, and that's the problem with doing the Prelude. Now it almost looks like, I don't know if this is factory or not. And did they lower this whole thing down? Yeah, they did. So I think this ring is this ring. Ooh, what a hack job. Anyway, I don't know if I should try this or not. I can't even remember where I got it. But anyway, the shifts would be shorter, simply because it's a shorter gear shifter, and closer to me because they angled the thing. Wish I had 3 hands. Yeah, so it would be over, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch or whatever. And then shorter, so shorter throws, physically shorter, I don't quite, that involves less travel time at the top of the throw, sure, and then moving it closer to the driver, more comfortable. I do know also the base plate doesn't fit properly. Doesn't line up. It's like, it's a really weird, right, the really weird, you gotta enlarge the holes. They're off, so if I line up the fronts, then the backs are way off. Way off. So you're reaming out this 18-inch, 16-inch steel. Yep. Anyway, the point of bringing this over here, this still has a lot of play in it, more than the other one, which makes sense because somebody modified it and was probably beating the shit out of it. Excuse my language. And then this way, it's got more play than the OEM one I have as well. So we're gonna have to see what we can find online to buy that bushing down there. And I think this one has a lot more wrong with it than mine. Yeah. So even mine, by a twisting motion, it doesn't really twist. Maybe 1/2 I don't know, 2 millimeters. This one, holy moly. There's some crazy twisting play going on there. So we'll see what we can find for some kind of rebuild kit. Which one to use? We could try the Prelude. I've read over the decades, I'm sorry to say. Using a short shifter doesn't mean faster shifts. You actually have to almost shift slower because the faster shifting will just kill the synchros, kill the tranny. There's, you know, a speed related shifting technique with the synchros in this year of transmission, and you're certainly not slamming the gears. And yeah, so you got to be just more careful. And then the other issue with short throw is that you don't want to be hitting second when you meant fourth. Yeah. Anyone got any comments on this? Please let me know. I might post this separate video just so people can comment, because yeah, we'll see. Thanks, y'all. Difference between the CB7s, or I don't know what's going on, but this is mine that came out of the car. This is the one that I got from Facebook guy. There's obviously a difference. You can see this got a hole, this one doesn't. It's got a blue thing, white. The columns are different sizes. It's a different size than this one, and not only a different size, but they're in different spots. Even though the bolts line up, the end of the column is in a different spot. Same with the signal. Well, this would be where your dash and everything attaches, and that's in a different spot. So I can't use this. That would put everything in a different spot that bolts underneath, which is the column plastic thing, I'm pretty sure. And then the shaft is a different diameter, and the splines are in a different spot. What? I call him the 93. Went out today, drove 2 hours, bought this off some guy. Thank you, sir. And I'm gonna strip it apart. We're gonna kind of start over with measurements. Let's see if we can get this thing a rocking. All right. is a 93, mine, the OEM, so 93 EX Canadian version. The one I got today, cleaned up, 92 LX. And then of course the other one under the table, which is completely way off in many dimensions, is a 91, I believe, 91. But even these two, they both had SRS. But if we line up the holes, which are pretty lined up, we just got a smidgen, I guess. The tabs still don't really line up. It's yeah, good 1/4 of an inch. So this it did come with an airbag, SRS. Not sure, had cruise control on the wheel. Not sure the difference. Even you can tell this hole here doesn't line up with this hole. Yep. So it is very interesting. Not sure what to do. Because it's got to line up with the dash and everything else, so I guess I should have put this in the car and test fitted it before I hammered the shit out of it. Yeah, smart thinking there, eh? We could still test fit it. Yeah, I gotta put some thought into this, you know. These tabs underneath is what the plastic under the steering wheel connects to. Technically it means that there's going to be more space between that piece of plastic and the dash side, the wheel side. This is getting complicated. All of this stuff looks the same. The step down and the threads look the same. So I think we're going to try it anyway. We're just not going to touch the OEM rack. We'll hack the shit out of this one, see what happens in the end. Cross my fingers that 1/4 of an inch is just Honda not caring. I don't know. Don't see anything else different with them. So we're gonna just give her, see what happens. Okay, so this is the middle mount part. Now we know, let's pretend this is up in the car. We know, fuck, this thing is heavy. Oh, hard to deal with. Okay. We know it goes in the car in this orientation. This is up. Now, I also know the mount. You would be great if you could do this. Yep. It'd be great if you could just put it on the column like the OEM, bolts right up in there. Awesome. No way that's happening. It's too far back. Everything here and back here hits the pedals, the brake sensor, or the mount for the brake pressure switch. You even see me shave this and shave the pressure switch mount metal part, hacksawed off the corner there. And that was with this back here, as far as I can get it. Yeah. So that's, you got to push this as far back as you can, is what you got to do. I might even cut into some other places if I can. lines on this. That doesn't work at all. Right. Yep. So that was the idea. It would have been kind of like this. Really close to this. Yeah, to this. This better. Yeah, right there. Now we have a little gap in there to fix. But my fear is that by dropping the gap, which pushes everything up, that we're going to have more things to hit on. So I'm going to just try this for now. I don't quite know how we're going to get this to attach to this yet. I'm not worried about that. I just know, oh gosh, this is slippery. I just know that we can't have this up here, pushes this into brake pedals and a bunch of other stuff. It needs to come back here. Now I know there's another mount, you know, that's going to support all this in the front, but it's this middle mount and the support of the motor that really matters. Support of the weight of the motor. So what we'll end up doing is we'll find a way to get this mount to attach to this bolt. Some kind of angle thing. And then on the other side, we're going to have to attach it to something as well. I don't know what yet. I'm not sure how this is going to go down. But this is where the mount is in the car. This is where the pump is. It's the only spot for it. And yeah, I guess we'll have to go off this 10mm. I think I need something more beefy than that. The OEM, this doesn't work at all. It would have worked if you could do up here. There's just no way. There's absolutely no way. I've triple checked. Now, I guess that's an idea. You could come out with a piece of metal which runs this way and somehow attaches these two to each other in this manner. That would work. Not sure how that would work, but it would almost work. Oh. I don't know. We'll have to think about it. But for now, yeah, let's secure this thing to this thing so we can see if it hits anything in the car with crank in there. Alright, yeah. Here's what we're gonna do. This is how it's gonna go. We're gonna see if we can get these corners a little better. So with this guy, we're going to go down as far as possible. And the more I can tilt it up, yeah, I don't know how we're gonna make this mount, but I need this angle pretty much. Put some thought into this. You know, and I will say that's what's good about this project. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, and you really need to get this mount perfected because it holds the weight of this monster motor. But not knowing how to do it, that's the best part. Love just troubleshooting, doing things. It's great. So let's keep going. Alright, let me explain myself, I guess. This whole mount depends on, it's going to determine the length of the shaft that's, you know, going to the wheel, or how you join them together. So this mount, where it mounts, all matters. We already determined that you can't put it on the column like the OEM because it pushes everything back into the brake pedal switch, and a whole bunch of other stuff. You know where it needs to go. This needs to go over top of this. So the goal was to get it as far down as possible to hug the collar to simulate being over top of this part. We still got a little space there. I don't think we can do anything about that except maybe fill it for support. And then we wanted it to go down, right, down as far as we can go, so we ended up cutting the back of this unit here, and so it's sitting down as far this way as possible. And once we have that, only then can we start, you know, trying to make a mount for it. Or once we know this is exactly where it's going to go, we're going to make a mount. So I may go off this bolt. I don't think so. I think we're going to go off this guy for easy connect disconnect. And it's got a threaded nut on the inside, so we'll be screwing up this way from the bottom, which is great. This side is a lot more trickier, and that's, you're not going to be screwing up this way because, well, there's stuff in the way. So you'll be using a wrench, assuming you can get the bolt in there, which you can't because this is in the way. I haven't figured this one out yet. Yeah, this side will take some work. Alright. So this isn't bad, but I don't like this idea as well because it allows things to pivot. I don't want pivot. If I had a 90-degree coming off this bolt this way, could it pivot? Yeah, I guess it could. So we'll try this first. We might use these things. We'll cut them, of course. And, right, see if we can get things to work. Alright, I think we got one side. We'll end up cutting this bracket. I don't know where I got these from, but they're solid steel, 90-degree. That's my first one I mucked up. Anyway, yeah, it's good. We'll just end up cutting it right off, smooth the edges around this corner, right? And that's good. That's exactly where I need this to be, and the right angle. So now we just got to figure out this side, which is, yeah, a lot of different work. These are just random pieces of metal from I don't know what, but it gives you an idea of what you need to do. We need the opposite of this. We need something like this, but it's got to go to there. Or here, but I don't like this because it interferes with. And let's not forget, we need this thing to be level. We need this mount on this to be level. So I don't know how that'll come into play. I think I kind of got it level, assuming, right, if we make this level. It's kind of close. Need this side to go down a little bit. Just a smidgen. So maybe we can cut a little off this corner. I mean, oh, smidgen. Oops. Oops. I leave it just like this. This is almost perfect. I don't know what this guy's problem is. It's just the metal. I don't think it's the alignment holes. I think it's just that top ridge. So I think we're going to leave it like this. We'll make a mount for here somehow, some way. Obviously, if we want to use this hole, we can't raise this up. So we'll need to use this hole. I gotta say, this angle and this bracket is perfect. It's gonna be, oh, very good day. Just need to win the lotto so we can do this every day. We kind of just tacked in this piece of metal. See if it'll fit in the proper orientation. That's what we're looking for. Oh, wish it didn't weigh so much. I got rug burn on my elbow from doing this so many times. Jesus. Come on, just play nice. Yes, I know I can just take the mount off and put the bracket up first. I'm aware of that. We have to do things the hard way and drop bolts and yeah, that's get bolts stuck. Come on! Come out from your little hideaway, please. No. Come on. Ta-da. I'm following along right now, but this is almost gonna be a money shot. Yeah, I stole that bit. Oh, you got it. Oh, buddy. Look at this. You guys can even see this. Not rubbing. We're not hitting the HVAC. Oh, man. And a little off center, though. Not quite sure how to adjust for that. That would be, this side would need to come this way, and that's what happened is when I welded this, yeah, this went down a little bit. I don't know why, but that's okay. We can cut this, try again, make it level, and that should center things here. Huh. Good to go. Huh. Go figure, eh? Hats off to the buddy who did this first. I've only seen photos, and that's it. But here it is. And when it's in the car too, it now allows you to figure out the angle and what you need to make the lower drive shaft column part function. Cool beans. Survey says, here's the thing you didn't think about. "100% true, because we're off by a lot." Oh, fuck did that happen? Quarter of an inch. All right. Well, that's good news. Right on. Yeah. So, as we said before, am I completely wrong? Yeah, I'm completely wrong. Wow. All right. Yeah. Yeah, we messed up that measurement. I don't know how, but this doesn't fit at all. Need another quarter of an inch. Very final messed up product. I mean, I should have had a really hard time measuring this, apparently, getting it right, but someone's gonna have to do some filling. So this is it, totally bolted up. Someone needs to weld these together and fill in a gap for me. Obviously it's not gonna be me. And yeah, that's that'll be it right there. The other piece, we already know how it goes. We'll admit I might redo this bracket. It really needs to come out this way more, But it is snug this way at the same time. Yeah, it wants to turn this way a bit. It's okay, it will bolt up this way. Alright, just gotta find someone to weld this. Cool.